Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 49 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn, and yesterday we had the opportunity to continue on doing the tasks that were required of us to get the specific items needed for the Company of Heroes. And the next specific item we have to go to obtain is in this place. This is another instanced raid that we have to engage in. And so we've come here to the home of the goblins, Brayflox's Longstop. And this place belongs to a female goblin known as Brayflox Alltalks, and myself and 3 other online gamers are going to try their luck at this particular location. So, during the days in between recordings, I had the opportunity to add to my hunting log, and as a result, get Edie up to level 34. So, as it stands right now, we are going to be making our way into this location. And so this is definitely a place where you're going to see a lot of enemies that are like that flying thing over there. That is the main target, actually. He's going to jump in from time to time, and we are going to have to cause passive eventually. We will fight him at the end. And if you saw the large flying beast, that is the thing, that is the final boss here at Brayflox's Longstop. So, just gives you a precursor as to what you can expect, because we will have to fight him twice in this place. Once to weaken him, and then once for real. Once for the real fight. And yeah, you're gonna have to take out a lot of anger. I don't know if you can necessarily see it, but yeah, what's flying around us right now is like a crazy little cockatoo, a little tropical bird. And it doesn't take kindly to the fact that we've come into this environment because it sees us as invaders, and so it sees us for the purpose of wanting to get rid of us. But we have to get rid of it in order to ensure our survival. And this place is a bit of a maze in itself, because you really have to cover a lot of ground in this area. Yeah. Tank a little slow to get himself ready, but he's doing what needs to be asked of him, so mission accomplished in that regard. Of course, it's also up to our healer to ensure that our tank can be held standing for the duration of our time here. And looks like, yeah, the healer is under attack here. He's going to need to keep himself alive as well. I need to change the sequence of buttons on my hotbar. Because yeah, that's kind of a distraction there, to not have it set up the way that I do with my first avatar, but that's how the setup of the buttons was created when I got the abilities. Everything you see is pretty much in the order it was acquired. And they put it in a order that's not exactly intuitive. Okay, so with that set of birds now plucked, yeah, we have to go and speak to the Goblin Pathfinder in order to get a key, and in so doing, we can now make our way into the run stop area. So we'll just follow our allies. So now we're going to start fighting Ochu-style enemies, known as Raveled Raincatchers. Alright, we got their attention, so here we go. Yeah, it goes without saying that you should go after the Ochu-style enemy first, because it can cast a whole bunch of status ailments on you, being that it's a lesser form of a Marlboro. But for some reason... I was silenced for a while. Okay, so it did cast an ability that resulted in me being silenced, but the Lancer doesn't actually use abilities via magic points. At least not to my knowledge, he has any abilities that can rely on magic points, so he basically can fight okay without them. He just basically relies on his technique points, his TP, to get himself by. These Colibri, as they're known, will soon be eliminated. Okay, that one's gone, and this one's not far off either. Yeah, it's one of the rare times that I've come through here to this point through an instanced raid here in this Let's Play where not everyone was level synced. As you can see with Dante, 34 is the maximum. And already within 5 minutes we've reached the first boss. So it's a giant Ziz accompanied by 2 lesser Ziz. You want to make it a point to try and get a piece of the lesser birds and eliminate them as quickly as you can, because you want to focus your attention on the main bird itself. And as you may have noticed, the little birds are particularly annoying because all 3 of them can poison you. So yeah, I've been poisoned 3 times over, which sucks, but it doesn't, thankfully it lasts for a short period of time. It's not permanent. It kind of makes the usage of status-inflicting negators like antidotes and eye drops and echo screens pretty much pointless in this game. Yeah, because to be quite honest, I don't know why they even make them available to you. The purpose just seems lost on me, because the status ailments last for at most 30 seconds. Alright, new birds to fight. Yeah, I'll take you one-on-one there, Sableback. And too bad a Sableback is not the same as an actual Sable, which is a breed of cat, a breed of wild cat. Get in there, Edie. Get in there and beat it up. And that one's gone. Alright, so let's go ahead and slice into the tail of this great yellow pelican, which I don't understand why they're calling it a pelican, because it looks nothing like a pelican. If you played Pokemon games and you played Ruby/Sapphire, you know that a pelican looks like a Pelipper. That's what allows you to know what exactly a pelican looks like. Yeah, now they're really switching things up. So let's go ahead and get some of these little birds. Yeah, it also helps as well in the fact that going after the lesser birds will help to increase the experience bar, and I've been put to sleep. I got unknowingly put to sleep. Likely from an attack that was on the ground that was given a warning on, but I did not notice it. Yeah, that always seems to be my downfall with both of my avatars, is not noticing what if an attack is going to have its range out on the field. And oh, our healer was not paying attention, and oh, we are in trouble. We're gonna have to drag it out without him and see if we can survive. Well, that's 2 deaths, but thankfully we held on. Oh, we got away with one there. Yeah, you're not going to get a raise, Zalantho, because the healer is also dead. Oh, but it looks like the archer has some raising abilities of his own. Well. Yeah, suffice it to say, that was definitely a surprise. Yeah, our healer is going to need to be more vigilant with the healing. Because, yeah, we would have almost had to have started that over again. And that would have not been cool. But thankfully, it all worked out. Myself and Dante were able to endure. And I got the special item. And I cannot complain about that. Okay, into part 2 of Brave Flox's Long Stop. So we go into Brave Flox's Run Stop. And don't ask me why, that's just how they dubbed it and named it. So now we're actually going to have the goblins assisting us in a way. They're going to provide us with some additional cover. They're not going to be all that effective, and I don't know if they can actually be killed off in battle, but as you go along, you will be crossing more of these goblins, and they are your friends here. And, well, that's a need from me, actually. So let's see if I end up getting it. Well, yeah, because it was a need for me and not for anyone else, I think it was pretty much a given that it was going to go to me. In fact, I'm going to see if I can even equip them right now. We'll wait until this next battle is over. And if I can equip them right now, and they are better for me, I will definitely take full advantage. Yeah, if you come across any weapons or armor in the course of your journey in a quest like this, an instance raid, make it a point to, if it is of benefit to you, equip it right away. And so far we are gaining experience points quite well. Alright, that one's dead. Okay, let's go into my armory chest and see if these boots are actually better than what I'm currently using. No, they're not. That sucks. Yeah, what I have is apparently stronger, so that's alright. This can be used because I haven't gotten to this point yet, but I can use this stuff for getting myself further along with the Grand Company. I can use it to get along further in the Maelstrom, get my rank increased. Okay, and for some reason I guess I was attacking what looked like a monster but wasn't, and our healer's dead again. Well, that's definitely sucks. We definitely need our healer to be doing his job. Now get back in here, guys. I'm kind of like a sitting duck right now. Yeah, this does not seem like a very good team, to be quite honest. Because our healer seems to be a manny fella, appears to be asleep at the switch. So, if nothing else, this could definitely prove to be a comedy of errors going through here. Now, our healer definitely needs to make it a point to do his job. Well, so this could be very long and drawn out. It could end up going to the point where someone actually quits, and we don't want that. That is the last thing we want to have happen. Because, I don't know if it was either quitting or DC when we were at Hawk Manor, but that did happen too. Where are you going there, big man? Okay, there's another goblin over here? Yeah, there is. There's another goblin to be fought and slain. And so that is exactly what we shall do. And then we're gonna bring it all the way with these flying insects, or at least they look like flying insects. I can't really tell what well, maybe they're close to the lizards by the looks of it, because, yeah, it's nighttime as I'm doing this quest, so, since this is out in... Oh. Well, turns out our fourth person either DC'd or just couldn't take it anymore and bailed. Well, yeah, say that it'll actually happen. Well, thankfully we were bailed out quickly enough by a replacement who stepped right in. Come on, there we go. Now for the other Comet Chaser. Alright, it's dead. Yeah, this is becoming rather scary. Gonna have to play greed for it. Because it's not an item I can need. Alright, so... yeah. Say it and it'll actually happen. In this case, it did. So now... yeah, you have to cover a lot of ground in this place. Where's it gonna go? Okay. Here's where you went. Okay, so yeah, someone had need for it. Obviously the healer. let's keep loading it up and taking them out. Alright, that one's gone. Yeah, wouldn't you believe that I was expressing concern about the fear of this happening, and it did. Yeah, I think it goes into a situation, and I don't know if this is because of the circumstances that are happening here, but yeah, in my rant video from last week about Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn and people quitting because of noob issues, really bothers me when that happens. Yeah, I go into greater length about it in the video. If you haven't seen it, by all means, go ahead and take a look at it, because there have already been quite a few views and quite a few comments made about it. Some are positive, some have been negative, but it's kind of what I expected when I did a rant like that, and really... Wow. This healer really is not good at doing their job. In fact, they're not even doing anything, they're asleep on the switch. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. In fact, our healer has just either DC'd or quit. Wow. This has been painful. Yeah, and I think our replacement quit or DC'd now too. Oh man. Yeah, this is rather awkward. This is awkward indeed. Well, if nothing else, we can play Need, but I already have steel-clad boots, so odds are he gets it. Yeah, this is awkward. In fact, I'm gonna go so far as to say that right now. This is not how I wanted to come into here, especially after having to wait over 20 minutes to get the quest started. This is not how I had to intend things, so I guess I'll take a time out, and if I don't see you guys, then we're starting this quest over with a new set of people. So, be back. Maybe. Okay, we are back, and we finally got our healer to be replaced, so we can continue on in here. So let's follow our tank and continue on. So yeah, and so far our journey here in Brave Fox's long stop has been nothing short of eventful, as the sun is now rising. Yeah, it took so long, the sun is now up. How crazy is that? I mean, you know you've been waiting a while when it takes so long that the sun just starts coming up now. And to think we were able to get to the first boss, the first mini-boss here in Brave Fox's long stop in less than 5 minutes. That's crazy. That is definitely crazy, but yeah, given the circumstances, good help is hard to find these days. Okay, let's start pounding on this comet chaser. Don't know why you would want to chase a comet, especially when it kind of lives on the planet here. I mean, it can't necessarily expect, say, comets to come hurling through the atmosphere and crash into the landscape of Eorzea, but of course, in the storyline of Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, the moon known as Dalamud, the lesser moon known as Dalamud, was about to impact Eorzea, but it was stopped by the Warriors of Light. And that's, as a result, we created the Calamity. Alright, that birdie's gone. And then another treasure chest for us to play for. Well, let's play Greed for it, because it can be anyone. Death? Who died? Because I didn't see anyone die. And this is getting kind of unusual. Yeah. And Boo's not even going to provide us with an answer. Anyway, we got the... I didn't even see it happen. Unless this is the first healer that we had who came in with the second avatar. I mean, that's the only way it can make sense to me. But yeah, the deaths keep piling up, and yet somehow I have not yet died yet. I don't know how that's possible, but hey, I can't complain too much. Alright, time for the next mini-boss. And away we go again. It's time for you to be suffering badly. And hopefully our healers will not be asleep with a switch. Oh, and by the way, yeah, at level 34, when you're a Lancer, you get the ability known as Blood for Blood, which means you get to increase your attack strength slightly for a period of time in sacrifice for a little defense. You sacrifice a little defense to get a little more attack. And so, when the reinforcements come in, chase after them. Yeah, you may have noticed they're chasing after Greyflock's Altox, to whom this particular location is named. And it looks like everyone wants in on this party. Now we'll take down this Tempest bias. We'll ensure that there is no bias when it comes to coming to the aid of another. Let's make it a point to lay waste to you. So we don't have to put up with your tactics and antics. Alright, back to the Drake. Back to the Drake. You know, it would have been nice to use the ability here that I had, the Limit Break, but yeah, that already got used up, I do believe. Greyflock's Altox definitely likes to talk a lot, as dictated by her name. And yeah, it is a female goblin, is Greyflock's Altox. We just can't tell because of the funky mask that she's wearing. Yeah, all goblins in this game wear the funky masks. Yeah, they're like little gas masks is what they are. And they certainly look silly. Well, not yet. Okay, we've gone past halfway. We should see another reinforcement though. Because I'm surprised that only one has shown up to this point. Usually when fighting a boss like this, when they bring in reinforcements, they will come in on a regular basis, but in this instance, so far only once. And it looks like we're going to be well on our way to victory while having to only put up with one reinforcement. I don't know, I haven't done this quest enough with my first avatar to know what the situation is, but we've prevailed. Victory is ours, and we get to take a look at another treasure chest. Infantry belts. Well, actually I do need this one, so play need for it. Yeah, it'll actually make life better for me. Let's see how the others play for it, if they at all. Uh-oh. Not again. Apparently again, yeah. Wow, really? Not again. Oh, you're feeling confident enough that we can do this with 3? Yeah, it's just gonna be slower. Yeah, how the heck did Inns go out and then come right back in as quickly as he did, or she did? Anyway, I got the need on it, so let's go ahead and equip it, because it is to my advantage to do so. Alright, now with that's equipped, onward into the swamps. Into the swamps we shall go. Come on, draw out your spear, draw out your lance. Make it happen, man. Go the way and do not look back. Alright, that one's gone. Now, I'm noticing this happen, and I don't know if I mentioned this back in Hawk Manor or not, but yeah, a lot of people I'm noticing these days are DCing in these challenges. Oh! Yeah, I thought my ally, Zalantho, was the first to the party, but no, apparently it was me. But heck, no, I have no problem showing a bit of courage sometimes. I mean, you kind of have to in a situation like this. Right, that one's gone. Now for his friend. Yeah, he was put to sleep. Yeah, likely by our healer. Yeah, so far, Zalantho and I have not had issues at all with connectivity here to the server. I think that expressing concern on this might alert Square Enix to revamp the Exodus server. So where are we going? Going this way, okay. Alright, there are more enemies to fight around here, more treasures to obtain. Come on. Throw out that spear. And I can't fail when we need it most. Oh wait, what the heck's it doing jumping up there? Alright, that is very unusual. That is very unusual indeed. I have never seen a monster do that before. I'll be honest, that is a first for me. Okay, so what's the next course of action? Oh, how about having this thing come to you? Yeah, I'm genuinely worried right now that I might not be able to finish this today. Which would really suck. Because I wouldn't want to have to start all over again. No one should have to. But circumstances what they are, that's very well what could happen. Because yeah, you notice my allies' movements are quite erratic. Which tells me that their connectivity with the server is a bit of an issue. I mean, I haven't had an issue since Sunday morning when it happened to me, but still, you can never be too careful given the circumstances. Open it up and take it out. Yeah, it's crazy how much experience we're accumulating here. And it's all for the good. There's no question about that. Because I wanted to be at least level 34 before I went into the last Lancer's Guild challenge. Okay, now then, another path to take, and another treasure to acquire. Gotta get through these guys first. Alright, yeah, crazy birdie. With their crazy colorful feathers. Caca, caca! Gonna take you out right now. And it disappeared somewhere. Oh, it made a crazy jump, freak jump again. I really hope that's just the server issue and not that's what it's supposed to do, because it doesn't do that sort of thing in the first mini-boss duel here at Brave Flox's Long Stop. That much is absolutely certain. Okay, back out into the main swamp. It looks like we're going to cover everything because, yeah, obviously, given the circumstances, I doubt we're going to get the speed bonus for this. Given the way everything's been going, I do not see us getting the speed bonus. With dealing with half of our party BCing on a regular basis. And I do not, thank you, I did not need to have that on my video. Some people. Now, obviously they don't know I'm recording, but it would be nice if they just kept their words clean. Like, obviously, I apologize whenever I have a slip of the tongue, but I know for a fact that they probably will not. So, do we want to hug the line, or... Come on, tank, you know what to do around here. Yeah, you usually rely on the tank to lead things because he's the one who can take the most hits. Naturally, of course. So, if we can just do away with him, do away with this Wormhound. Yeah, you ain't nothing but a Wormhound dog. Rockin' all the time. Yeah, gotta try and keep it interesting. Because it's always a grind fighting your way through a place like this. And this one is soon to be dead. The Seft is gone. And now for the Pugil. Yeah, it's a giant floating fish, and it looks like it has crocodile-style jaws. And it has no problem trying to take out our tank, but if all goes well, those efforts will be unsuccessful. And they are. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna hold the line. Going up and left. Okay, because yeah, this is the next section. This is the next mini-boss. Yeah, this is one of the rare instances where there are 3 mini-bosses and not just 2. Ready to go, tank? Lead us out. And speed things up a bit. Let's use blood for blood. And go limit break. Because it will recharge by the time we get done with this. It'll have enough time to recharge by the time we get to the end. And take on the boss of this place. There are enough enemies around that the limit break bar will charge up enough again for me to get in another shot with it. It's a good idea to use it against bosses. Because obviously they are bosses, they can take a hit better than a lot of other enemies can. So yeah, we've already got this thing past halfway. Shows you just how proficient we are in defeating this thing, but there's going to be a catch to it. I believe the catch is coming up right now. In fact, there it is right there, the pure bubble. I want to make a point to burst said bubble so that it's not impacting your allies, because that's what the pure bubble will do. It will put you in a situation where your ability to help out your allies is impacted. Yeah, it has nothing to do with being gay, but it's certainly a weird name. So, yeah, I mentioned before that there's another enemy involved. In fact, you probably haven't seen him for quite a while. This is the actual boss. But we are just going to be fighting it to the point where we can weaken it. We cannot actually kill it off at this time. Our responsibility is just for weakening. Our healer needs to heal in a hurry. Yeah, there we go. You can never be too careful. Okay, so we weakened it enough so that's flown away. But yeah, that's pretty much your introduction to that situation. So, we've won the battle. The battle is won. Let's take a look at the loot. Cavalry Mask, well, I can't use it, but we'll see. Obviously, Zalantho can take it because he's the tank. Which means he should be able to acquire this. Oh, it looks like he chose not... Okay, yeah, he did. Alright, so, yeah. So now, we are in the long stop itself. Alright, open the doors. Open those big gates. So yeah, we got a few more monsters before we can bring our journey here at Brave Fox's long stop to a close. Alright, Tank, lead us out. Yeah, Zalantho has definitely proven himself to be a good tank, even though we've had situations where the party has been DCing. Yeah, looks like we're doing well. Give myself a little more blood for blood. I mean, it is really useful too because of the fact that since the Lancer is not a tank, it is definitely worth your while to get that little extra attack to sacrifice a little of your defense. So don't be afraid to make use of it. Well, I have to say, so far we are not having any further issues, and it looks like Zalantho gained enough experience points that he's now forced to level sync. Well. Well, I guess we've been fighting in here for quite some time, so I guess that shouldn't really come as much of a surprise to anyone. And that one's dead. Heat is on. I don't know, can we targets or draw them away, but it doesn't look like our tank wants to do it. That way, he just wants a piece of the ugly bias. Yeah, the mud bias specifically, so let's throw mud in his eyes, as it were. So yeah, as I mentioned, notice how quickly the limit break meter is filling up. So yeah, I said it wasn't going to take that long to refill it. We're doing quite well to refill that bar. Alright, now the Comet Chasers. And if all goes well, I can once again utilize the limit break in the battle against Ayatar. Alright, now it's your turn. I was like, where did he go? I turned my head for a brief second, and then suddenly Comet Chaser moved. Yeah, it's primarily due to the fact that I need to keep track of what my video's looking like at all times. Just so that everything is working the way it should, because it doesn't always. And that was kind of a pointless use of Protect, because we're already under the protection of Protect. Right, away we go. Away we go again. Taking down the Ash Drake. And the mud bias is put to sleep. If only temporarily. Oh, look out. Look out for that special ability. Alright, that's gone. Now the bias. Yeah, and if you notice, the amount of experience points we're getting for every kill here in Brave Fox's long stop, and essentially for all battles in instance raids and other dungeons and the like, are always going to be exactly the same. Alright, that's gone. Okay, yeah, looks like they're going, yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that they were going directly south. So that's what they did. And our bar is almost back to full again. I said it would go that way, and that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, we are doing well. Avoid the special ability, and now your turn. Oh, it's shooting down needles, apparently. Yeah, and see, our limit break bar is already full again. Didn't take long at all. So, This Comet Chaser is soon dead. It is now dead, and now for its friend. I'm getting kind of nervous here because I was hoping to have already finished this by now because of the fact that, of course, given the circumstances of people DCing in this quest, it's kind of unfortunate that circumstances have worked out the way they have, that this quest has taken longer than it should have. But yeah, you want to come down all the way to the end here to get a piece of this jungle cat, this jungle curl. Let's go ahead and teach this kitty a lesson. And apparently it's attacking my tank with its hind legs, because as you notice, its head is facing me, but it's targeting the tank. Alright, avoid disaster and keep on going. Oh, yeah, don't want to be out the receiving end of that chaotic eye. Would not want that to happen. Alright, that is the last chest, I do believe. Alright, it's just a simple few items, nothing in regards to equipment. Okay, so, yep, it is not long now. We are quickly approaching the last section of Brave Flox's Long Stop. I don't know, is there one last set of enemies we have to go through? Well, maybe not. Okay, yeah, we're done. We are done, which means we're now into the Dragon Sleep lair, where we will find the boss Ayatar. So as we close in on its location, and it's gonna start flying in, comes through the hole, and so there is Big Ugly Ayatar. It's time to slay Rome Mythwol yet again. Yeah, do not stand in any puddles that Ayatar will spew, because yeah, those things are poisonous, and on top of that, the poison will heal Ayatar. So you need to make it a point to keep him out of said poison. And he will definitely use that ability, Dragon Breath, quite a bit. And use my special ability as the Lancer. Yeah, because I don't think there will be enough time to get it all the way up to where we could get a double limit break. So we'll just fight this thing as hard and as powerfully as we possibly can. And the healer needs to do his job. Yeah, stay on your toes there, healer. We need you to stay focused on what's important. Alright, targeting with Dragon Breath again. Yeah, you may have noticed Toxic Bomb there being used, so yeah, make sure you don't go into it yourself or you'll still take damage, and make sure it doesn't go into there or else it'll start healing itself. But the thing is, the farther you go in, there will be a lot of this toxic sludge going around. Ugh. As you can see, I got poisoned. And as a result... Oh, okay. I guess our healer must have a Suno already. Yeah, because you don't expect the use of it often. So yeah, there's more of the use of Toxic Vomit. Yeah, get used to seeing the word vomit a lot. It's not pretty, but it's a part of this battle. Yeah, curse you, Rome Mythwol, for using regurgitative acids, hydrochloric acid, to heal yourself. That is not cool. And I shall make an example of you because of this, along with my allies. And yeah, as you can see, he's healing himself. Ooh, got on the receiving end of an attack that I should not have been on the receiving end of. As you can see, we're running out of real estate to which Ayatar is going to not be getting healed constantly. You'll pretty much be in very few places towards the end of this battle where you cannot avoid that situation of having Ayatar healing himself with his own hydrochloric acid. Whoa. And there's a special ability, Granite Rain. Oh. Yeah, kind of on the receiving end of something I did not want to be on the receiving end of. And hey, we actually got the limit break up again. So, down, for blood, and then limit break. Kind of negates some of the crap that Rome has been using to heal himself. Got me again with the Granite Rain. But yeah, we've got Ayatar now pinned to a corner, so if all goes well, we might not even have to worry about further healing from this guy. We could have him in a matter of moments. Because he's passed down to 1/4. So it should not be long now. But I'm going to see if I can use Feint to slow him. In fact, I can. And not everything can take all the status ailments that you can throw at it. But it is only a matter of time. With no more toxic sludge for it to heal nearby, Ayatar is dead. And we were able to get the bonus. Well, that is awesome. Yeah, Rome Mithril, you are slain by me and my allies yet again. And so, with that, obviously the commendation is going to go to our tank because he was the only one who was able to stay here through the entire battle, along with me. And as for what is available for treasure, we'll pay for greed on it, but I don't think we're going to get it. So yeah, and then at the end, the 3 goblins, along with Brayflock's Ultox, will actually come up and thank you for helping them out. So yeah, they express their gratitude here. Yeah, Thunderclaw's blood and bile! So, with the 3 of them all successfully back together, and with everything all well and good in the world, I do believe we are going to bring today's recordings to a close. And hey, I got the cavalry trousers anyway, what do you know? So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will make our way back to Costa del Sol to let WizKite know that we have accomplished the task here at Brayflock's Long Stop. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew with Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.